What's up guys, Nightingale here, and welcome to the Ultimate Beginner's Handbook. Today, what we're going to be doing with this video is I want to give you an overview of what is to come with the new series, why we're redoing it, and for new players, what to expect out of this guide series from here on out. So, let's jump in first with just an intro to the series. The Ultimate Beginner's Handbook is going to be something that is going to carry you from day one to the final days of you playing the game. The goal is that we're going to educate you with absolutely everything I have to offer you guys that comes from my experiences of playing the game. As of today, I think we're around 435, 434, somewhere around there. We're roughly 430 days into playing Epic 7. And what we're going to be doing is we're still going to hold the mantra true of for a beginner, by a beginner. And everything that I'm going to be doing here is to help you have the best beginner's experience that I can possibly give you inside of Epic 7. Now with that, we're going to be doing a lot of quality of life changes to the beginner's handbook to give you the best possible learning experience here. First off, from here on out, you should always be able to expect this will be in the first minute of every single one of my videos. The course overview is going to help you understand where you are. So as any player who comes into a video for the first time, you can see roughly where you came into inside the series because I am designing the Ultimate Beginner's Handbook to be watched from front to back. This way, it covers every detail that you, a new player, will need to know. Now, the orange text will let you know which episode you are in. So if we were to progress here, you can see that the text changes depending on where you are inside of the handbook. Now, why I find this helpful is so for newer players who are just happen to stumble across the video for the first time, they can see where they are inside the series and be able to go, oh wow, I didn't realize he had a reroll guide, but let me see what he said. Or, oh, look what's coming up. He's going to talk about joining a guild. Why is that important? So the goal here is to give you an informative way of being able to understand where you are inside the video course system. Then, what we're going to do is take it even a step further. Inside of every video, you will see the overview of what is going to be inside of the video, as well as also something else that's going to be a nice quality of life change that should be showing up right about now. You're going to have a new lower third card to help you understand where you are inside of this, to help make sure that you know when you have entered each one of those chapters. As well as my goal from here on out is to make sure that there are timestamps in every single one of these videos to help make sure you see the sections that you're wanting to watch. Now remember, not everything is able to just be jumped in and watched instantaneously and understand the whole concept. There will be stuff talked about in different sections that might make things a little bit clearer in the long run. So again, it will be advised that you watch things from front to back. Now, as far as for new players, one thing I want to do before we continue on is I want to give you a brief overview of what is Epic 7. For you guys, I want to explain Epic 7 so that you have a general idea of what's going to be going on and what you're actually getting into. Well, here's what I can say. It's probably one of the best anime mobile games you will play to date. Now, with this, consider this as a anime RPG, but with MMO aspects. It has the RPG aspects to it too. Well, I mean, let's be real. It has Korean grind MMO aspects in it as well. So this is a grindy game. This is not something that you're going to come in and within a few weeks be 0 to hero. This is not that type of game. But with that, you're going to have a lot of fun. This has some of the best graphics you can possibly get for a mobile game. When they mean play the anime, that is truly something you will see here. Now, we're not talking AAA titled game graphics. That's a whole other type of monster. But what we're talking about here is for an anime mobile game, there's going to be no game out there that will even come close to competing with this. Now, the last thing I want to mention about Epic 7 is it's one of the most diverse types of games I've ever played in terms of what all the type of stuff is in it. Because for me, I loved Absolutely loved the character designs. The story is amazing. I really recommend that you guys watch it. The play style took me a second to get used to, but once I got accustomed to the side-scrolling aspect, it easily charmed me instantaneously, and I love the way the sprites look in this game. It's also some of the most realistic-looking sprites, where they're not the chibi sprites that you might see in some cheaper-based anime games. They really put a lot of attention to detail here, and I think that's something you're going to notice is just the particle effects to the animations, just in general, whether it be the cutscene animations, you do want to make sure you watch those, or the S3 animations. Those are going to, or the S, some of them are S2. You'll experience that as it comes, but those, hands down, are going to blow you away. Now, next up, why am I redoing the Beginner's Handbook? For those of you who may see videos around, yes, we've done the series, but with the Awaken update, some things are going to change, and things have changed. But what we also want to do is we want to set the new standard and a new precedent inside the guide series. First off, let's bring this up now. If you see the top thumbnail in any one of these videos, that means it is no longer accurate information, or we've retired it in general. The entire Beginner's Handbook will eventually have this thumbnail set up for all of it. But for everything else, you will see a current, up-to-date thumbnail on everything that will look just like this. Now, obviously, this was a mock-up I've done. We are in May now when I'm recording this video. But this is just this was just the original mock-up of me making the Ultimate Beginner Handbook's thumbnail. So, those videos will all have the description to the new video pinned in the comment. It'll be the #1 pinned comment, and it'll be the first thing you can read inside of the description will be the link to the new video. While the information is still probably correct or mostly accurate, it'll get you to the right place, the new standard here will be a lot better and a lot more coherent to the new player. Now, my mission here really is this. What I'm wanting to do is give you, the new player, or returning player, wherever you happen to be, I want to give you guys the best possible experience you can obtain here inside of Epic 7. There is so much to do in this game, and there's so much to learn. I've been playing for over 400 days, and I still learn something almost every single day I play this game. And I play it on stream, I make videos for it, I play it in my off time when I have the ability to. It's really and truly an amazing game. So what I want to do is have you not feel like you're behind or that the whales are going to outdo you. Well, let's be real. Whales are going to whale no matter what. Don't worry about them. Worry about what you are going to do. So my mission here is to educate you and get you to play at the most efficient level possible to get you where I am. Because there are things I've done, there are mentalities that need to be broken, and I'm going to help walk you through, step by step, on how to go from 0 to hero inside of Epic 7. Everything. I'm going to show you all the numbers, everything you possibly need to know to break the game will be taught inside of the Beginner's Handbook, the Intermediate Traveler's Guide, and the Adventurer's Black Book. But specifically, we're only going to be concerned with right now the Ultimate Beginner's Handbook. Now let's show you the future. I'm going to cut over here to my current account today. Why I want to do this is so that you can see the path of what you eventually can obtain by going through this series. We've put a lot of time into this, spent a little money. Thankfully, I can really and truly attest to that, to being to Twitch chat. They've been super generous and allowed me to be able to purchase certain packs, as well as having a little side cash because, let's be real, if I want to spend a little bit, I will. I don't go out and I don't whale. But here's the cool thing. You can play this game completely free, although I do suggest you support it if you can, and be able to obtain all sorts of amazing characters. You don't have to rush. You don't have to rush and feel like you have to obtain everything. Certain things are limited. Yes, there will be units that are not obtainable but only once a year. Those obviously have priority, but when it comes to the general aspect of the game and the normal heroes that you're going to have in this game, you're not going to have to rush. I've been playing again for 400 days, and I've only been able to obtain 71 6-star units in the game. Now this has gone up, I believe, around 20 since my... Well, no, I think I was in the 50s when I made the 365-day video. But I've been doing a lot of grinding and specifically working on trying to promote certain things up. And they've been very generous with some rewards that have allowed me to skip a couple steps to get some units leveled up. But just think about this. I've been playing a year and I only have 71 out of our current, keep in mind, this is current, 252 heroes. Now this is also counting 3 stars and collaboration units. So do keep that in mind. And I should also say Moonlight heroes. So 252 actual heroes, majority of them, albeit, are going to be 3 stars, but I've only had 71. So maybe that will help you pace yourself a little bit in understanding this is going to have a longer grind to it. There is much to do in this game. You have so many different aspects that you can look forward to. You have the story mode, you have the inside of battle, you have these special side stories that are going to be coming up that you're going to have to do. This is not new player friendly. This is something that you'll have to look forward to later on in the game. When these advent side stories roll up, this is going to be something that's going to give your account a challenge. The good news is there's always going to be a side story up, so this is going to be a great influx of materials and a leveling system of way of getting materials to level up your units. The shops, these are going to be absolutely vital to your progression along the way. These are going to always be up. You have Unrecorded History, which is where you're going to be doing a lot of your farming for Catalyst along the way. The Book of Memories is a way that they are adding in retired stories that they're no longer going to be run, is the base way of putting this. This is just things that they're no longer going to be running. These keys can be obtained inside in-game, so don't worry, it's not a cash-based item. And you can come through and you can buy these stories. Some of them are outdated, some of them you probably won't buy, but they're there, and this is something that they're working towards. You have hard PvE content here to do. You have farming stuff. You'll have where you'll be spending most of your energy is going to be inside of hunts. These labyrinths were actually, for the first playthroughs, these are really actually cool and are quite challenging if you want to min-max how to go through these things. You have Automaton Tower. This resets every 2 weeks. This is going to be something for you guys to work on. And then they now have updated the Hall of Trial systems to be, this is now active every 2 weeks. Each boss is something that's going to take 2 weeks, and this will be something you'll work towards as well. And we say this in so many other videos, but PvP here is not something you're going to rush into. You are literally rushing in to getting your face pounded in. Point blank, that's what's basically going to happen. Inside of Arena, you're going to have old whale accounts retired out that are going to be sitting down in your beginning levels. And it's going to be a struggle for you to climb through some of those. Now, that's also partially a game design issue, but normal Arena, for the most part, will probably be where most of you spend your time. Or you'll spend it, in the case of me, inside the NPC challenge, making sure these stay on cooldown. Then, as you progress further into your account, yes, there is World Arena. This is where you have the live, real-time arena is what everybody calls it, but this is the World Arena. This is where you will go up against a player in real time and PvP them. This is not something you should be excited to rush into because they're going to gear gap you, they're going to unit gap you, and they're probably going to skill gap you in the beginning. So take your time, be patient, and learn. There's also another form of PvP, my personal favorite. It's inside guild. That's right, we have guilds inside the game, and you have a guild versus guild system, so it's your guild working together to take down another guild's fortress, or stronghold in this case, to win. There's multiple different win conditions here, but basically whoever has the highest havoc number will win the guild war. There's multiple ways of scoring, but this is what's really cool about this. This is what you're going to be working towards inside of Epic 7. There's so much that I'm excited to teach you guys about in the long run, and there's actually so much more that's coming to this game that's not even physically in the game. Just with the Awaken update, there's so many quality of life things that are on their way that they've already put a bunch in just with that update. So you can look forward to a yearly content update that is going to be absolutely amazing every single year. Personally, I kind of wish they wouldn't do these big updates and would just do bigger monthly updates. Fix some of these things instead of really waiting to share it with their shareholders and be like, hey, look at this big, massive update we've done. While yes, it does bring hype and it does bring you new players to the game, I wish that they wouldn't hang on to some of this stuff just to make a big, oh, look what we did for this new update. Some of that stuff grinds on my gears a little bit, but you know what? I'm at least thankful that they approach it. And you guys have got such a wonderful experience coming up. I can't wait to watch you guys grow. So let's go ahead and wrap up here. We've talked about a lot of stuff. We've talked about how we're going to approach the new guide series in general. We've given you a brief overview of what is Epic 7. We're going to break down all the numbers for you and how to min-max to the best degree to get the most out of your game. Now, not everybody's going to want to take it to that degree, but I promise you, you'll still at least learn something along the way if you pay attention to some of the stuff that we teach, because there's some things that you may not think to do that are actually very easy for you to take along the way and go, oh wow, I would have never thought about that. So we're going to give you the best possible experience here. We got a lot coming up. The next video you're going to have, we're going to teach you guys how to re-roll the game. Now, while that's pretty simple and pretty straightforward, especially if you're a gacha veteran, but there are some things we want to show you along the way. And also we're going to talk about units and things like that that you're going to need to make your experience one of the best possible experiences coming to Epic 7. So thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate all the support you guys have been giving. For those of you who have been here prior to this video, I'm not doing this just as a video grab. I'm really wanting to do this to give you guys the absolute best possible experience I can give you inside of a guide system. This is truly something that I want to be able to expand upon, and to where we don't have to remake the whole series, but we just have to update videos as certain content becomes available and they change certain things. But this is what I'm really excited to have, is we get the standard right now, we get it right once, and then all we have to do is improve along the way, which will make the next generation of Epic 7 players have a just as an easy of a time that you who are about to experience the Ultimate Beginner's Handbook. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.